Hey beautiful! Today we're going to be making this simple 2-ingredient, no yeast pizza dough, which is absolutely incredible. So let's get started. In your bowl, add in the self-rising flour. If you don't have self-rising flour, don't worry because I'll show you guys how to make it. So add in regular flour, baking powder, and salt. And then use your spatula to mix these ingredients together, and there we have our own self-rising flour. Next, we're going to add in the yogurt, and those are all the ingredients we need for this super simple, super delicious pizza dough. So mix all of these ingredients well together. And if you don't have some of these ingredients, do not worry because I will be posting all the replacements in the description box below, along with the full recipe with exact measurements, so make sure to check that out. Now switch over to your hands and knead the dough for about 10 to 15 minutes, and you might need to add in some extra flour to the dough to get it to the right consistency. Your dough should end up looking super light and pillowy, and it should not be sticky to the touch, so you know your dough is done when you just poke it and it doesn't stick to your fingers. Transfer the dough to a lightly floured, clean surface and then knead again. I just find it easier to knead the dough onto a flat surface rather than in a bowl. And this is what the dough should look like once it's done and ready. It's super pillowy and soft. So take your pizza pan and flour it slightly, and then take your dough and place it onto the pan and spread it out with your fingers, or you can also use a rolling pin if you prefer, but I prefer using my hands. And this is completely your choice, but I like to have the crusts or the edges thicker than the center of the pizza. Now we can move on to our pizza sauce. So spread a generous amount of the sauce onto our pizza dough, and you can totally customize this pizza to your preference and add different sauces and toppings of your choice. I'm going super classic over here, which is why I'm using tomato sauce, but you can use pesto or even barbecue sauce. Really be creative with the toppings that you want. Once that's done, sprinkle on a layer of cheese because it really isn't pizza without that gooey layer of melted cheese. Add all the toppings of your choice. I'm going super simple with this, which is why I'm adding pineapples, which by the way, definitely do belong on pizza. And then some mozzarella cheese, because mozzarella is without a doubt the best type of cheese to go on pizza because of the way it melts and stretches when you pull out a slice. Here I'm making a garlic butter for the crust, which is absolutely phenomenal. So just take some melted butter and mix it in with garlic powder and dried oregano. And it's just super simple, and it makes the crust taste almost like garlic bread, which I love. Use a basting brush to apply it onto the outside of the pizza, and I would recommend using a generous amount because it tastes so good. And then bake it in your preheated oven for about 25 to 30 minutes or until the crust is golden brown and the cheese is gooey and melted. And this is what the pizza should look like fresh out of the oven. So this is completely optional, but just use your basting brush and brush another generous layer of that garlic butter onto the crust because it just makes the flavor 10 times better. And then use your pizza cutter and cut it into however many slices you want, and it's that simple to make. I promise you won't tell the difference between this pizza dough and regular. And that's it for today's recipe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!